power of environment, belief, and identity. Take a piece of paper and draw a triangle. The bottom of the triangle, and I want you to do it large enough so that you have room to write inside the triangle. At the bottom of the triangle, I want you to draw a horizontal line across the bottom of the triangle. So you've created the first level of what's going to be 5 levels. And then above that, I want you to draw 1, 2, 3 more lines. Now you should have 5 sections inside that triangle. Bottom of the triangle is survival. All of us at some point in our life find ourselves in survival. We're just trying to get by. It's paycheck to paycheck, staying awake at night, wondering how are we going to pay the bills, stress, anxiety. It's no fun to be in survival. But here's the other part of that. Rock bottom can be an absolutely beautiful place to be. If you will work as if you were desperate and broke, I promise you, you'll get more accomplished with that type of urgency than you will when things are going great. It's all about mindset. Now, the level just above that is stability. So we move from survival to stability, and stability means that we're starting to see some success. We haven't gotten to the point yet where we're in success yet, but we're paying our bills. We're sleeping a little bit better. We're a little bit less stressed. Things are stable. Now, from stability, we go to success. Success is what it sounds like. It means we're hitting our goals. We're paying the bills. We're putting money in savings. We go on vacation. We live in a nice house. We drive nice cars. We wear nice clothes. Things are good. And for a lot of people, that's where we stop, which is totally okay, by the way. If you choose to stop at success, it's okay. But the level just above that, if you choose to go to the next level, is significance. Now, significance is when you focus on other people's success, when it stops being about building a successful life for you and it becomes building a successful life for other people. At the very top of this triangle, you've got legacy. Now, what you've just created is you've created the survive to thrive model that this coaching call was built from. Your future is being shaped by what you feed your mind. How is that? The books you read, what you listen to. This is everything, garbage in, garbage out. If you're listening to talk radio and they're arguing with one another, this side hates this side, it's political conversations. It is garbage in, it's garbage out. Same thing can happen if you get addicted to social media and you start feeding your mind with garbage that's on social media. It's going to affect your mind. Same thing on YouTube, by the way. If you go on YouTube and you start watching these videos, and again, this side argues against that side, you're feeding garbage into your mind. It's also people that you associate with. So a year from now, you will be the same person you are today, other than the books you read and the people you associate with. All right, stop feeding fear. No longer will I bombard my mind with materials that feed my doubts and fears. So you've all heard this story about you've got these 2 wolves that live inside your mind, and one is fear and one is faith. And the question is, well, which one wins? And the answer is whichever one you feed. Feed belief. I will read and listen only to what increases my belief in myself and my future. So here's a journal exercise that I want you to start doing. Every day, sit down with your journal and write 5 wins. Write down 5 things that you did well the day before. Write down 5 things that you like about yourself. And write down 5 things that you're grateful for. And over time, you are feeding positive mindset that is going to change the way you think. Choose wisdom. I will seek wisdom. I will choose my friends with care. This is a big one. Who you associate with matters. For all of you that are on this call, raise your hand if you have kids, right? If your kids are older, like mine are, think back to when they were younger. Did you pay attention to who they were spending time with? And of course, I knew the answer is yes, of course. Right, Karen? You're paying attention to who they're spending time with because they become who they hang out with. So at what point in your life does that stop being important? Is it age 18? Is it 21? Is it 30? Is it 50? The answer to that question is never. This never stops being important. The people you choose to spend time with are going to have an impact on your life. You have to surround yourself with better people. Find a better tribe. All right, make a list of the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. Make a list of the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. And if you look at that list, are those people lifting you up or bringing you down? Are they dream bullies or are they dream champions? You're going to have people in your life that you can't choose to not spend time with. Unfortunately, it's just that's the way it is. But what you can choose is you can choose your board of directors. Write that down. So what I want you to do is I want you to create a list of 5 people that are part of your board of directors that are going to lift you up. All right, you become who you are around. I am who my friends are. I speak their language. I share their habits. Find a better tribe. Hang out with dream champions and eliminate the dream bullies. Your environment sets your standards. Who you choose to hang out with will set the standards that you have for your life. Some of these we're going to go through pretty quickly here. Who are you becoming? This is the identity shift. Who you are today is not who you are tomorrow unless you're what Zig Ziglar would call a wandering generality, which means you're just going through life kind of like a ship without a rudder. But if you are living as a meaningful specific and you are intentional about who you are becoming, then 5 years from now, you are not the person that you are today. Associate with people whose lives you admire. Again, go back to that circle of friends. Go back to the board of directors. Go back to the people who you are choosing to spend time with and surround yourself with people you admire. You rise to the level of the people that you are hanging out with. If I play golf and I play golf with 3 individuals who are better than me, then I play a better game. If I play golf, and this is hard to do, it's hard for me to find 3 people who are worse than me. If I play golf with 3 people who are worse than me, then that's also going to affect my game. Alrighty, chickens versus eagles. If you run with chickens, you'll fight over crumbs. Chickens are on the ground, ducks are on the ground. You guys heard me talk about this, and the ducks are hanging out with one another. Quack, the market sucks. Quack, buyers are liars. Quack, interest rates are horrible. Quack, I hate the president. Quack, I hate my neighbor. Quack, the weather's lousy. If you're hanging out with chickens, if you're hanging out with ducks, that's going to be the kind of life that you live. But eagles, they're soaring so high, they don't hear all the nonsense that's going on the ground. If you run with eagles, you learn to soar. I am an eagle. Write it down. I am an eagle. I choose to hang out with eagles. I choose to live above the noise. I block the noise out so that I can't even hear it. I am laser focused on my destination, and nothing is going to stop me. It is my destiny to fly. Who in your life is clipping your wings? So these are the dream bullies. These are the individuals who are pulling you down versus lifting you up, who are causing you to live your life on the ground with the chickens, squabbling over the crumbs. Upgrade your circle, upgrade your life. This is on my Facebook page. If you guys want to go look at it, read it, you can. If you want to copy it or share it, you can. But final message that I have for you today, one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is because they keep surrounding themselves with people who reinforce small thinking, average standards, and limited vision. If you spend your time with people who make excuses, avoid growth, complain about the market, and settle for less, eventually that becomes normal to you. Your environment is either fueling your future or feeding your limitations. The truth is, you don't rise to your goals by accident. You rise to the level of people, standards, and beliefs around you. If you associate with people who think small, play safe, and fight over crumbs, don't be surprised when your life stays small. When you get around people who think bigger, move with purpose, challenge your excuses, and refuse to live average, everything changes. Your confidence changes. Your standards change. Your conversations change. Your results change. At some point, if you want a different life, you have to make a different decision. Upgrade your circle, upgrade your thinking, upgrade your life. You were not created to scratch around with chickens when you were born to soar like an eagle. Who you spend time with matters. All right. I want you guys to tell me what you heard, because here's the thing I know about this. We've got 72 people on the call. Good job, by the way. And this message didn't land on every one of you in the same way. Some of you heard one thing, some of you heard another thing. I want you to share with me what you heard. Sean, talk to me.
What I heard, this is the groundwork for a mindset. And I think the most impactful thing is who you hang out with. Who are your mentors? If you, to go to an extreme, if you happen to be hanging out with a lot of crackheads, you might end up doing crack. If you hang out with guys, women, and men who are making, $1 million GCI a year, you might end up making $1 million GCI a year, maybe more, maybe a little less. But who you hang out with, who you surround yourself with, that includes your partner. I absolve kids from that because they're still growing, but who you hang out with and how you respond to them and how they respond to you is extremely important journey through life.
So I so agree with that. I'll give you an example at a personal level that I'm really not, honestly, not that comfortable sharing, but I will, only because it might help you. If I play golf with a group of guys that are drinking beer on the golf course, which is totally fine, nothing wrong with that, but it's my intention to stop drinking, like Joe, so proud of you. It is going to be harder for me to kick that habit hanging out with a group of guys that are drinking beer on the golf course. And honestly, I'd love to do that. I would love to do that. I'm so proud of you, Joe. I am. I'd love to do that, and I've never done that. Not that I'm drinking too much, don't hear that, but I'd love to just kick it. It's not doing me any good. So why the hell am I doing it? All right, Tarsha. Sorry, guys. Bunny trail.
For me, it was confirmation of evaluation that had already started with my circle. And actually on Tuesday, when Mitch was on there, it kind of watered it. And this was just a fertilizer to just say, really make the change of the circle. So I just received it as confirmation to take me to the next level.
That's right.
So thank you.
That's right. Tarsha, is this a circle right here? When you look at the Survive to Thrive group, you've got 71 people that are on the screen or on page 2 of the screen. Raise your hand, guys, if this is your tribe. Raise your hand if this is a circle that you choose to hang out in because it makes you better. Me too. All right, Brian, talk to me.
There's so many nuggets that were amazing this morning. One of them that I think is really important is the bottom could be really beautiful because it has to start with motivation, right? When you hit rock bottom, when you desire something so bad you don't want, like it has to start internally. Like there's not an external force that can make you do something. Yeah, you can be influenced by people, but you have to want it more than anybody else you're surrounded by. And I think that is so in line with what we do every day to get up and go hunt in real estate because it's freaking hard.
Yep.
And nobody's going to do the work for us, right?
Right.
And I love to tell people when they get their license, like somebody's going to be rookie of the year in every market. It's a matter if it's going to be you or not. It's up to you. And so I thought that was really, really amazing because it talks about the heart of that is the drive, right? That internal drive.
Right.
And you have to want it so bad that you have to surround yourself around great people. You know what I mean? And it's up to you, nobody else.
That's right. Good stuff, Brian. Thank you. Parker, talk to me.
Yeah, this is very timely call for me. I've been reading Austin Chevron's Money Puzzle and Gary Keller's, Millionaire Real Estate Agent and Shift, and just doing a lot of thinking about, what works and what doesn't. And I got up this morning and I wrote down, is this making me healthier or wealthier? If the answer is no, it's got to go. And it just, there's not unlimited years left in my life. And I know that there are a lot of things I need to eliminate that are just kind of holding me back. So thank you.
I love that. Boys in the Boat. Great book, average movie. If it doesn't make the boat go faster, don't do it. Let's go, Karen.
Hey, so just along the lines of this whole conversation, I do a lot of sound healings and stuff like that. And the earth is basically made up of frequencies. And the behavior that we're talking about here keeps you on high frequency, love, light, forgiveness, all of those things. Those other behaviors keep you on those low frequencies at the bottom of that triangle, and that matters.
I love that. So I'm going to go biblical here for just a moment and share from my faith. So become a new creation by the renewing of your mind. What you think about matters. If you find yourself having jealous thoughts, envious thoughts, anger, hate, resentment, it is negative toxicity. It is destructive. If you fill your heart and your mind with thoughts of love, forgiveness, acceptance, peace, joy, you are living life as a new creation. You got church in, so you don't have to go on Sunday, guys. Joanne, talk to me.
I will add that when you are on the journey of improving your circle and improving your mindset, it's a lot like going on a diet and exercise. It's commitment, because not every day puts you on a positive swing, but just having some grace with yourself and acknowledging that on those challenging days of, maybe you chose to hang out with that person that you said, I'm not going to hang out with them because they're a bad influence, or, maybe you chose to give in to the negative thoughts, and just know that it's just a diet. You just get back on tomorrow and keep going, because every day you're just working towards improvement.
Well, Joanne, that's why the journal exercise is so important, because it becomes a habit. You're writing down 5 things that you're grateful for, 5 things you did well, 5 wins, 5 things you like about yourself. It's so powerful. By the way, for those of you with kids, an amazing exercise with your kids. I used to text my kids when they were younger and just ask them, tell me 5 things you like about yourself. And it was so cool to see what they said. Talk to me, Duncan.
Sorry, I raised my hand right at the end. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I kept hearing everything and I felt like it was important for me to say this. But it's just all comes back to that you are what you repeat, right? It's identity politics in like the way that you are who you believe you are. If you believe that you're somebody that doesn't drink alcohol, if you're somebody that goes to the gym, you tell yourself that, and then you start to do the right things, right? So it's like you tell yourself that you're somebody who is successful, and then you do successful things. You be around people that are doing those things. You copy. It's like fake it. You literally fake it until hopefully you make it, right? That's the kind of where it is.
Duncan, you're amazing. Where's Michael Wiseman on my screen? Michael Wiseman, that's your guy. I know Michael's proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of all of you. That's a wrap. Make it a great day. I will see everybody tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Great call. Thank you, John.
Good day, everyone.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone.
Hundreds of agents have leveled up their systems and listings with Coach John's coaching. Your turn starts here. Scan the QR code to schedule your session.
And don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who's serious about building long-term wealth in real estate.